Hi, I'm Pamela from Pamela's Patterns and welcome to my studio. I would like to show you how to apply the hidden facing to the cardigan for number 108, the new versatile twin set. We're going to start by applying some interfacing. This is Perfect Fuse light interfacing. Normally we don't put interfacings on knits because it inhibits the stretch, but in the case of a facing it will give the body needed to have the facing lay smoothly on the garment. So here you can see we've applied the interfacing, and actually when we applied it we cut it just a little bit shorter than the fabric, a little bit smaller, so that it doesn't get onto the ironing board. And then after that it was applied, finished off the outside edge with a serge stitch. Now if you don't have a serger, I would just leave that plain. Knits don't ravel, so you don't have to worry about any raveling or anything like that. It's just if you have a serger that will look really nice. Then the facing gets laid to the cardigan, right sides together, and we're going to start stitching at the bottom hem. So looking at this bottom hem here, the stitching will start on the facing about an inch up from the bottom hem of the cardigan, stitch straight across, and then start stitching up the front of the cardigan here. The stitching is going to go all the way up around the neckline, down the other side, and repeat the hem technique on the other side as well. Once that's done, you'll trim the corner of the hem off at an angle to reduce the bulk, and clip the seams along the neckline so that it will stretch in around that neck. Then you're going to go to the sewing machine. And we're going to do some understitching, but we're going to use a stitch that maybe you haven't used before. Instead of a straight stitch, we're going to use a 3-step zigzag. The width is at 4, the length is at 2.5. And the wonderful thing about this type of stay stitching is that all these little stitches from the zigzag will embed into the fibers, causing it to be really, really flat. The purpose of understitching is to catch the seam allowance to the facing. And you notice that the understitching is very, very close to the seam line. Once that's done, this facing will turn perfectly to the wrong side, and the turn of cloth is wonderful. It just turns that right under. Then you would press it, pin it in, and then do top stitching 3/4 of an inch to an inch away from the edge, and you'll have a very beautiful facing. So here's the cardigan with the hidden facing all finished. It has top stitching here. This one features a button and loop closure. It could also have a tie closure like the one that I have on. Hope you enjoy your cardigan.